starters for Utah. They've got Jalen Duren, and it's Bryant in at the small forward position. And for the Pelicans, they've got Barnes. He's out there with... And it's Marks in at the 2. Most of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
Here's King. Where the screen. Out to the wing. Here's Marks. Pass to King. Shot clock at 3. Driving inside. Blocked!
Violation. Jazz ball.
Now here's George. Here's Lou. Back to George. Pass to Lou. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bryant. Barnes with the rebound. Here's New Orleans. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, and the bottom line is they just had too many unfavorable matchups. They could never find a lineup that worked.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And it's Utah with the ball after the basket by New Orleans. And here's Bryant. In his last outing, 16 points for him. George's shot is off.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's King. Rebound, Utah. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year.
Oh, they dominated this team a season ago. They beat them every time they played.
Yeah, sometimes you just have a team's number. That was certainly the case last year. Let's see if anything has changed.
The Pelicans have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Marks. And there's a pick. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Lou, a real weapon on offense, averaging around 24 and a half a game. Rowe passes to Bryant. Now here's Duren. Here's Lou, rejected by Barnes.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
And now the first timeout called here for Utah. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at the Pelicans, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first. And of course the Jazz, pretty far behind right now.
Checking out the Pelicans, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
Here's King, following the bucket by Utah. Where the screen. Pulls it. The shot by Marks, no good.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Here's Marks. Last game, 26 points for him. Duren with a steal. Pass to Bryant. Fires for three. The rebound by Marks.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
And here's Ware. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender on him and takes it right to the rim.
Rowe passes to Duren. Pass to Rowe. Here's Lou. He's guarded by Barnes. 4 on the clock. Launches it. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Yeah, erasing the shot. Barnes saw it coming and gets there to knock it away.
And New Orleans making a change here. The Pelicans lead by 6. Here's King. In his last outing, 10 points for him. And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's King. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. 5 to shoot. Back to Bassey. That's tipped. George with a steal.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes. I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Here's King. Pass to Garnett. To the right side. Ellis outside. It's rebounded by George.
Yeah, that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
I see him.
Bryant, the pass to Lou. Bryant, left side. Here's Rowe. Duren. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Ellis outside. Pass to King. Puts up a deep three. The offensive rebound.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Duren, the screen. Here's Rowe. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he really cashed in at the line. A big chunk of his points came from free throws.
So it's the Pelicans now. After the basket by Utah. Pass to Bassey. Over to the left wing. Garnett passes to King. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Blackman, no good. Utah trailing here. George with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And it wasn't just the scoring. His assist numbers tell an even bigger story.
Here's Lou. Again, Utah.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Here's King. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Jazz. 6-point lead. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
Look, I know it's easier said than done, but you've got to just move on. You can't dwell on it and let it affect the next performance.
So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hill in at the 5. 6 to shoot. It's Barnes on the wing. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Hill. Fades. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
Outside Kamara. Here's Blackman. Check by Hill. Blackman passes to King. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Outside Barnes. Pass to Blackman. Here's King. Now Barnes. 17 points for him. Last game against Brooklyn. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Monroe. He's guarded by Ellis. Puts it up from the high post. Monroe with a bucket.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
New Orleans calls timeout. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for him.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game. And a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
To the inside, Barnes. It's in, Scotty Barnes.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
Pass to Lou. Now here's George. Here's Lou. The rebound by Blackman.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
To the middle. Here's Barnes. Rebound, Utah. Here's George. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's King. Knocks down the long J. King's got 7 points.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Lou passes to Pritchard. Pass to Bryant. Takes a 3. Doesn't go for him. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's King. He has 7. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Good on the short little jump shot. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
George passes to Bryant. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Pritchard, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Barnes with a screen on Pritchard. Outside Barnes. This one for 3. And Bryant pulls it down.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Here's Pritchard. And on the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month. Number 1, New Orleans.
And they have really been focused on picking up their defensive effort, playing passing lanes, pressuring ball handlers, and trying to contest every shot.
Duren, he's checked in for Utah. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, It's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Jazz leading by 5. Bryant, the pass to George. Here's Lou. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he really helped them control the game on the glass.
Drills it from deep. Bryant's got 6.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Outside Barnes from the arc. Barnes drills the triple.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Utah calls timeout.
It's that time of the game, everybody. Get up for your Pelicans dance team.
Now here's George, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Clock at 6. The 3 ball. Yes, sir, and it's Bryant picking up the assist.
For 3.
He's got 7.
What a beautiful look, attacking the defense and then kicking it outside.
Here's King, defended by Pritchard. Pritchard with a steal.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Rose checked in for Pritchard.
Coming to the floor for the Jazz, number 31.
Here's Rowe. He's guarded by Ellis. Pass to George. Kicks it out to Bryant. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Utah.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Blackman passes to Barnes. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by George.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Pass to Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rowe. He's guarded by Ellis. George for 3. The Pelicans pull it in.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, so are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Back to you guys.
Now you just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to King. Here's Blackman. Fires the 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
George passes to Bryant. Down low. Here's Lou. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Lou's got 8.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
There's a screen by Kamara. Blackman passes to Barnes. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Utah ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Let's rev it up. And get ready for your pocket fight. It's tonight's arena entertainment.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
This bench, they've been destructive. High energy, attacking like torpedoes.
Rising from the depths, 20,000 points from under the sea.
I see where you're going, but check this out. Making big waves out there, Ernie.
Ooh, well done. And now let's turn our attention to the player of the month in each conference. The winner in the East, Scoot Henderson.
Nothing off about this off guard. Don't call him a 2. He's been there 1.
Yeah, he's the man on the squad right now. Defensive scheme him every trip up the floor, and it makes no difference.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Utah leading by 4. Khalil Ware out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Marks in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Duran the screen. And here's Bryant outside. Pelicans cleared away. King's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Ware. Here's Marks. Here's King.
Jazz 5. Bryant. Second personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Jazz. Five on the clock. Here's Marks. Pure from three-point range. Marks has got 7.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Back to George. And George with the jam.
His paint time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Rowe passes to Lou. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Barnes. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's King. 9 points in the game. He takes it in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
6 on the shot clock. Pass to George. The shot. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. Bryant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Here's Blackman. Here's Marks. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Jazz leading by 6. Pass to George. Here's Lou. He's guarded by Barnes. Back to George. Inside. It's George on the wing. The rebound by Blackman. The Pelicans have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Marks. Ware, the screen. To the inside. Deflects the pass. George with it. Picked up by Ware. George scanning the floor. Fires from deep. The rebound by Ware.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Here's King. 11 points in the game. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
These are his first free throws of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
George passes to Duren. And here's Bryant. Here he goes. To the middle. And the dunk by Duren.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Pass to Ellis. Out to the right wing. Here's King. He drops it from range. King's got 16 points now.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Here's Lou. That one goes in. He's got 12.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
King, the pass to Ellis. Here's Garnett. There's the block. Bryant with it. He's picked up by Eason.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
5th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Pass to Bryant. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Lou. Shot clock at 6. Duren with a screen on Eason. Bryant finds Duren. That one goes. Count it. And now it's a 7-point Utah lead.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Garnett. Duren with a steal. Here's Rowe for 3. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. Bryant's got his 5th assist in this one.
No, he is a huge talent, and he's been hitting shots, but so have his teammates. It's been a collective effort.
Here's Garnett. No good. Unable to win this run. Jazz leading by 10. Bryant, the pass to George. Back to Bryant. To the paint. Here's Lou. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Lou's got 14.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's King. George defending. Here's Ware. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Here's Lou. He's got 14. Duren finds George. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's King. Shoots over George. No good off the glass. Utah leading. Pass to Rowe. There's the triple. Nice D from Ellis. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Here's King. 16 points for him. Where the screen. Down low. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now a timeout called by Utah. And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning deep. Well, the Jazz shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hill in at the center position.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Pass to Houston. Here's King. Outside Kamara. Here's Houston. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Hill. Hill's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Shaw. Kamara covering. Pritchard gets it to go. And now it's a 7-point Utah lead. Well, New Orleans shooting at 49% so far in the game. Here's King.
Lou. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And the shot goes in.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Pass to Peters. Now Kamara. Just 4 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Here's King. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Pritchard. And the Jazz tack on 2 more. Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Houston. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Offline with a 3. The Jazz have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Shaw. Kamara covering. Shaw misses.
Well, that's a tough matchup for the offense there. It's a low probability on that shot.
From behind the arc. Utah grabs the miss. Pass to Monroe. Lets it go. No good. Tight defense there. Bothered that shot. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's Peters. Here's Houston. Shot clock at 5. Here's King. It's hauled in by Hill. Hill's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Lou. Kamara covering. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Houston passes to Garnett. Here's King. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. King's got 6 in the quarter.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Right side Pritchard. And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Duran's checked in. Hill with the double team. King, the pass to Houston. Here's Bassey. Utah with the rebound. Lou's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pritchard. Pulls it from the top of the key. The rebound by Blackman.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
Houston passes to Bassey. Now Easton. Pass to King. Shoots over Hill. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Right side Pritchard. Here's the pick. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Here's King. There's a screen by Bassey. King, the pass to Houston. Drops in the 3. Houston's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Duran, the screen. Here's Lou. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he sinks the second.
It's just a shame to see him waste that chance. He could have made this a 2-possession game.
Pass to Houston. And here's Bassey. Outside Easton. Over to the wing. Here's King. Here's Bassey. And he converts the layup.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
Well, hustle points can really energize your team, and they also demoralize your opponent.
To take the lead, Utah grabs the miss. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Here's Rowe. And perfection right through the net. And the Jazz lead by 3. The Pelicans have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Houston passes to Blackman. Here's King. Oh! Gets you some! Nice! Oh, and he slams it down. Wow!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. George, right side. Bryant against Eason. Bryant, the pass to Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach address his team. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Blackman passes to King. And he hits it to tie the game. King's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Creating spacing. That's his third three-pointer of the night and his second this half.
Lou it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. That one on Barnes. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
I've been impressed with how assertive they've been offensively, getting the ball into the low post and powering through the defense.
And they have found plenty of opportunity to put it on the deck and take it to the hoop. Very aggressive in that area.
Oh, and Bryant with the block. George buries it from outside.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Duran pulls it down. Jazz leading by 6. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. That's a tough walk.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.